If you're a parent curious about raising bilingual children, or maybe you're already on that journey but want some encouragement and practical tips, today I want to share the summary of a fantastic book called The Bilingual Edge by Alison, Mackey, and Kendall. This book is a real treasure. I'll walk you through the key points, share what I've learned, and tell you a little bit about my own story as a bilingual mom. What I love about this book is that it isn't heavy on theory or academic jargon. It's written for parents like you and me, parents who want clear, research-based advice on how to help our kids succeed with more than one language. So why should we even aim for bilingualism? The authors explain that the benefits go far beyond just speaking two languages. There are cognitive advantages. Bilingual kids often have stronger problem-solving skills, better memory, and more mental flexibility. They learn how to switch between tasks and focus their attention better. There are also social and cultural benefits. Bilingual children can connect more deeply with their family's heritage, understand other cultures, and develop empathy for people from different backgrounds. And yes, there are economic benefits too. Bilingual adults often have more career opportunities both in their own countries and internationally. In my own family, I've seen how language connects us. My kids can communicate with both sides of the family. They enjoy music and stories from different cultures and even switch between languages when they play. It's pretty amazing to watch. Now, when should you start? The short answer is as soon as you can. The earlier a child is exposed to a language, the easier it is for them to develop a native-like pronunciation and fluency. But, and this is so important, it is never too late to start. Even if you didn't start when your child was a baby, you can still introduce a second language in preschool, elementary school, or even later. The key is motivation and regular exposure. For example, in our home, we started Portuguese and Spanish from birth because I'm a native speaker and my husband is a native Spanish speaker. But even with that early start, I've had to remind myself that consistency matters, not just their age. So how do you actually raise a bilingual child? The authors offer several key strategies. First, maximize exposure. The more your child hears, speaks, reads, and interacts in the second language, the better. That could mean reading books, listening to songs, watching cartoons, visiting family members, or setting up play dates with other kids who speak the language. In our home, we read stories in Portuguese. We do it during school hours and beyond. We listen to music and sprinkle both languages into our everyday conversations. Second, use natural, meaningful communication. Don't just rely on flashcards or drills. Real-life interactions are far more effective. Talk about what you're doing as you cook, run errands, and go on walks. For example, when I'm cooking, I name the ingredients and the steps in Portuguese. When my husband plays with the kids, he uses Spanish. It's all about weaving the language naturally into our daily life. Third, stay flexible. There's no one-size-fits-all method. Some families use one parent, one language. Others do minority language at home, and others use specific time or place divisions. We've used a blend. I mostly speak Portuguese. My husband uses Spanish and English, and we use all three languages when we're all together or with the wider community, depending on the situation. Honestly, I try my best to speak Portuguese in all circumstances. You can experiment and adjust as your family grows. Finally, be persistent, not perfect. You don't have to be a native speaker or have perfect grammar to teach your child. Enthusiasm and commitment matter so much more. Honestly, there have been times when I felt insecure about the balance between the languages in our home. But I've learned to let go of perfection and just focus on creating consistent, positive exposure. Overall, The Bilingual Edge is such an encouraging read. It's not about pressuring parents or setting up impossible standards. It's about showing that with love, persistence, and the right strategies, you can give your child the gift of bilingualism. Whether you're fluent in the second language or learning alongside your child, your efforts truly make a difference. As a bilingual homeschooling mom, I've experienced both the joys and the challenges of this journey. I grew up speaking Portuguese and my husband grew up speaking Spanish. So when we started our family, we knew we wanted to pass those languages on to our kids, alongside English, of course. Some days it feels easy and natural. Other days it takes extra effort and intentionality. But seeing my children understand their grandparents, sing songs in 3 languages, and develop a love for different cultures makes it all worth it. If you're on this path too, I want to encourage you. Keep going. Celebrate the small victories, stay consistent, and remember that bilingualism is a lifelong gift you're giving to your child. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this summary or you want to hear more about our bilingual homeschooling journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Also, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what languages you're using in your home. See you next time. Take care.